and welcome in to the next episode of Pokémon Legends Z-A, the next post-game episode of Legends Z-A. Last time, we left our lovely hotel and went down to Central Plaza, right around at Wild Zone 20. Well, with that in mind, we also discussed what we wanted our wish to be, and we wished for the Infinite Z-A Royale, one that will be continually ongoing. We also went out and caught the mythical Pokemon Diancie, a beautiful mythical Pokemon that is a rock fairy type, and as you can see, I've been using it just a little bit more to find out how much I enjoy it. I personally really like Diancie a lot. It is a rock fairy type. It's not the fastest thing on the planet, but it hits really hard, and its stats are incredible for it. It has great defenses. Now, what are we doing this time? Well, we are gonna... I'll have you know that I won't only be running in the Infinite Z-A Royale, I will be participating. Vinny is participating in it. Why are we here at Questarco Inc? We have a Challenger's ticket. We're going to do one of our reward matches on this video. I figured it's kind of important for us to show this off. We're going to go ahead and just battle him. I'm gonna skip the dialogue. I'm gonna show the battle, but as you can probably tell, this battle is probably not gonna be as intense because he's only level 9. So this battle basically means absolutely nothing. In fact, I probably could have brought some of the Pokemon that I that I want to level up and evolve into this, because he's not strong at all. So let's go ahead and hit a Power Whip on him, and we're done. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We beat him. Zach is finished. Very easy. Now, we have one reward match. We get 5 bottles of Carbos, 10 pieces of experience candy, which is incredible, and that's it. We're getting a phone call. Tommy, thank goodness. Drop whatever you're doing and hurry straight back to Hotel Z right now, like now. Now, we have our next task. We must head back to Hotel Z. Let's head there right away. What's up? We meet again. I would speak with you about AZ, but words fail me. How does one speak fittingly of such a man? After seeing so many others to the rest, he was alone when his time came. So I am glad for the conversations he and I had. However, Scott. Excuse me, but why did you talk to AZ about? About the agony of being unable to do. About his deeds, both good and heinous. Even though it was for the sake of peace, he did build Ong. Do you consider that a bad deed? Not necessarily. The havoc it wreaked on Lumiose is undeniable. The exact casualty is unclear, but we can surmise that Ong's influence resulted in more wild Pokemon gathering throughout Lumiose, which led this city, built for humans, to become a place of harmony with these wild creatures. But now we have separated Pokemon and humans into different areas once more. I wonder, is it right that we keep each other at arm's length with these holotech areas? As we will find another way. I look forward to seeing what the people of this city choose. Right, so I of course came here to tell you something. I'll get to it. After you and I spoke in Lysander Labs, more of my memory returned. I recall the existence of two beings. The one that gives, and the one that takes. One that gives? I wish I could tell you more. I'm sorry, for now all I can remember are these epithets. But I have more to tell you. Zygarde has not shown itself since that eventful day. Imagine it's exhausted its power and has now retreated somewhere to quietly recover. You understand what that means, do you not? There are none but you on whom I can rely. That being the situation, I will leave the rest up to you. Please find the two I spoke of. Okay. Mystery. Mysterious. What even was that? It's like the guy was trying to win a cryptic old man contest. Didn't give much you to go on, did he? Perhaps you could learn more from the people with connections to Team Flare. Got anyone in mind? Maybe of the Pokemon Research Lab and Grisham at Naval Cafe. There you go. We'll be cheering for you. And now we have two main missions. The one that gives and the one that takes. So, we have this, the Infinite Z-A Royale thing. The Infinite Z-A Royale. I will be building up to everything we do there. Okay? In fact, I want to see something. Okay. So, none of the points that I gathered while I was battling mattered at all. Here's the deal. With the Infinite Z-A Royale, I will be doing at least the next 13 matches off screen. The next episode you see will be us challenging the 15th match. I'm not going to spoil what that is. I do know what it is, but I will not spoil that for us. This episode, we are focused solely on those two missions, no matter how long it takes us. So first, we are gonna go to the one that gives, because I think that one is more important. I also want us to look at our Pokeballs. I went out of my way and bought more Ultra Balls, along with more Dusk Balls and Timer Balls. I have a feeling I know what the one that gives and the one that takes is. Let's head into the elevator and go up to the director's office. Up! Here we go again. Greedy little imbecile! Throwing even more budget at the Wild Zones because now they're hit with Taurus? They can't handle that without more funding. This idiot mayor is going to be the death of me! Sure, things with Prism Tower have calmed down at last. Doesn't mean there aren't other threats to them, yes? The signs are all there. I'm Abel. Well, look who's here, the finest researcher in the entire mobile stable. You must have something pretty annoying to ask me if you've come all the way to my office, right? Well, something about one's giving and taking. Ah, here we go again. Even after years on the straight and narrow, I still can't escape my past. Alright, I guess I can't avoid it forever, so I'm just going to go ahead and tell you what I know. There's a pair of legendary Pokemon in the Kalos region. The one that takes, otherwise known as Yveltal, and the other one that gives, usually called Xerneas. I know quite a bit about the two, since Team Flare tried its hand at capturing them both. Listen, I'm about to share something important, so I need you to pay attention here, kid. We've been getting some strange readings lately from the wild zones around town. If I had to posit a theory, it's almost like the areas have been bathed in Xerneas It says life energy, and in every wild zone we've detected these weird readings, we've seen a certain kind of Pokemon appearing without fail. They're alpha Pokemon, but not the usual kind. Something's not right about them. These anomalous alphas have to be connected somehow to Xerneas, to the one that gives. Even if they aren't, I guess we're still out to take care of them. Alphas always spell danger. So you can tell where this is going, right? Your new research task is to catch or defeat anomalous alphas in Wild Zones 3, 5, and 9. Have fun! Alright, so now that we have our task for the for those wild zones, we're gonna head to 3, 5, and 9. Because it seems like we are on a pretty large task. Because if you look at Mabel's research tasks, her requests, three, 5, and 9. So, where is we're gonna go to 3 first. And see what these alphas look like. Holy, that's amazing. Well, I definitely want that. That's a Pokemon that I want. Level 70! Alpha Steelix. We are talking about a Pokemon that is extremely good. Ow. No, not Pokedex. Looks like I need to get more Hyper Potions here soon. Ow! Jerk! Oh no! We're gonna have to battle him again at full health as a nighttime stuff. I can't stand when this game does this. Or the game just completely cuts us off. I mean, I'm gonna try the pop shot at it. Ah! Stop coming after me, attack my Pokemon. Go. There we go. Liquidation again. That. And the Steelix is down. Let's throw a Dusk Ball at it. Perfect! And that's a Pokedex entry complete. And that is one less Pokemon that I need to catch at the end of this game. Alright. Now that that's done, we're gonna go to the 5th one, I believe. We're gonna go to Wild Zone 5. I will say I'm probably gonna cut out us catching these alphas. Ooh, that one's really cool. But I will see you all in a minute. Okay, and we're back. I have caught 2 of the 3 megas. Megas alphas. That's not it. That's just a random meow stick. I'm gonna cut this out, but I'm gonna try to catch that. See you in a minute. Okay, so we've caught that. Wanted to cut back to me being here. Not entirely sure in where in Wild Zone 9 this last alpha could really be, or what it is, really. We took that turn. Let's go down this way and see if it's this way. Go down these alleyways, because I see 2 Sables. Sable eyes. That's not it, that's a Mawile. Check this side of the ruse. Maybe it's on this side. We have not found it yet. I hear the mutterings of an alpha, but that's a Manectric. Another alpha Pokemon that normally spawns here. Aha! I see it now. Okay. Well, I'll show this battle. This doesn't seem like that much of a... This won't be too long. Actually, I'm gonna speed this one up. That way you guys don't get to miss out on all of the action. But I don't feel like this one should be too... Holy mackerel, we already took out half its health. Yeah, no, this should be pretty easy. Yep, there it goes. Never mind. I'm not doing any of that. That one was a simple fight. Catch all of the alphas. Now... Okay, we get the TM for Blizzard. Our next is the EXP Candy one. Which, I think we need to go back to the research lab to discover what exactly catching all those alphas mean. Speaking of these alphas, we have a Steelix with Earthquake, Stone Edge, Dig, and Double Edge. Very good. It's got pretty great stats. Then we have this beautiful Gallade with Psycho Cut, Stone Edge, Leaf Blade, and Swords Dance, which, to be honest, that might be a competitive Pokemon we use. This is a Meowstic, which is a Pokemon I need to catch anyway. And then Pangoro. Not the best moves on this thing, but, you know, that's okay. Alright, let's head up to the laboratory, to the director's office. Just wanted to show that real quick. Alright, Mabel. And here's my little star researcher. See, tackling my task has trained you up to handle anything, wouldn't you say? Now then, looking at the data you collected... We're basically headed for disaster. Xerneas is the one who gives life, is beyond a doubt drawing close to his Lumia City. Infer that the crisis with the tower triggered this behavior. The excessive mega power from the tower caused rogue mega evolution, and if Xerneas shows up, something similar could happen again. I mean, it has a command of basically an unlimited pool of life energy. There's only one way to make sure we avoid another disaster. Xerneas must be caught? Back to appear Wild Zone 11, and once it appears, there'll be a problem for some outstanding trainer to deal with. Which I obviously mean you, not me. But alright. let us continue onward out of here. Now, sorry for the cut there, but had to deal with something. You can infer what that means. But we ain't gonna go to World Zone 11. Be prepared! We might be here a while. We're gonna hit the save button because I know how I'm going to do things. Wild Zone 11 is my least favorite Wild Zone by a country mile. To me, I think I'm actually gonna do this. And have the time completely change. I'm gonna change it back to nighttime. Don't you worry, I'm changing it back to nighttime so I can do multiple things. But I have a feeling we're gonna be here a while. And mind you, I am not doing what we did with Diancie last time. Catching legendaries and catching Pokemon like this sure is the researcher's dream, but let's be real with myself. If I were to do this all in one take, our Pokemon would get far too leveled up. I need it to not happen like that. So we're gonna kind of hopefully not draw too much. Just kill it. Kill it, please. Die. Thank you. Perfect. Well. Welcome, Xerneas, a beautiful deer Pokemon. We save the game here. We get ready. Oh boy. This is, oh, so you made contact with our target. You're up against Xerneas, one of the legendary Pokemon of Kalos. We need you to catch that thing. Here we go. I'm gonna be quiet so we can listen to the music. Here we go. And we're back! The theme is great! The theme is great, trust me. The theme is wonderful, but we are in a torrential struggle here. Hopefully we can catch this thing in one attempt here, because I do not really want to try this too much. I'm just going to go ahead and get behind it. Okay. Here goes nothing. I should have thrown a Tiger Ball. We caught it! Woohoo! Xerneas is caught! Oh, Mabel, you came out. Ding, ding, ding. You sure did it. And to the victor go to the spoils, meaning congrats, you caught yourself a legendary Pokemon. Seriously, great work. When we found Xerneas 5 years ago, it was basically dormant, in a tree-like state. It was a lot easier to secure like that compared to what you just had to do. But even then, you could feel the life force just roiling around it. I'd been researching Pokemon's life energy for ages. I was still overwhelmed by that feeling. Seeing Xerneas again after all its time, it's quite something. But look at me, still stuck here, forbidden from traveling about freely or leaving Lumiose. Then there was all that mess with energy leaking from the tower and powering up wild Pokemon. That energy is probably even what caused all these wild Pokemon to flock to the city, wanting a taste. In short, things have been rough. But somehow we've managed to prevent even more trouble from befalling the Pokemon here. And at that way, it's nice to know that my work for Team Flare wasn't a total waste. And you still haven't finished all the research tasks I wanted you to do for me either. Maybe you can take a breather today, but I'm still counting on you to get that work done. Okay, thanks, Mabel. The one that gives. Okay. Now that one's finished, you know what that means. We have to travel to the Nouveau Cafe and find the one to battle the one that gives, the one that takes. In Yveltal, or Yveltal. I called it Yveltal just a second ago because I'm a fan of a certain other Poke YouTuber. And he calls it Yveltal a lot, and I don't know how to feel about it. But, you know, it's fine. The only thing we've got good to offer is location. You here for another nasty drink? Rizal, I do wish you would be quite so candid in your sales pitch. What? We saved the whole dang city with him. Do you think we still need a stand-on ceremony? What do you want? The same old Rosary Teed? The one that takes. Ah, you speak of the legendary Pokemon. Yveltal and Xerneas. Never thought I'd have to hear those names again. For another reminder of all the ways we messed up back in our Flare days. If you're facing either of those still will help out. I hate the aftertaste of failure. Indeed, but if you aim to take on a legendary Pokemon, I would think it wise to reach out to the good people of Questarco first. Meet us at the Questarco Inc. building. Discovering this further without them won't get us anywhere, believe me. Meanwhile, I just did one! That's really funny. But we can go to Questarco Inc. again. I love that we started at Questarco Inc. and now we're back here. Let's just get it over with, honestly. This one is going to be kind of fun because I know what's coming. There you are. We heard from Grisham that we should be expecting you, Mew. I have an update of my own. Our teams recently detected some sort of flying object approaching Lumiose. We have since determined that this object is most likely the legendary Pokemon Yveltal. Yveltal is a nasty piece of work. You know, it took out a whole Team Flare unit on its own back when we tried to capture it and use it for the ultimate weapon. And that was when it was in its dormant state, mind you. We did finally manage to contain it, thanks to the efforts of the very best trainers that Team Flare had to offer, being our former admin, Malva. That's interesting lore to get. Malva, who is the Elite Four, part of the Elite Four, helped contain Yveltal. If our forces hadn't been so depleted by that foolish campaign, I doubt those children would have ever reached to the ultimate weapon to stop it. This time, Questarco Inc. will be stepping in to help you, so you don't end up so similarly overwhelmed. Kind of help. Team Flare had a device that they used to train some other team members. A battle simulator that could recreate Pokemon using holotech down to the details of how they moved and the effects of their attack. Grisham and Gressel here had both experienced it for themselves, so we asked for their input and built ourselves in an improved version. As we had to train against such a device back then as Team Flare's future leaders. The monstrosity Questarco made is even worse than what Team Flare had come up with. Then you get the perfect tool, which is to train for such a great challenge as this. I'll ask you to battle once more against Victory Bell, Holucha, and Tyranitar in the Rogue Mega Evolve states. Devices in the lower levels. We call it our Rogue Mega Evolution Simulator 3000. If you will follow me. Well, I see why not. Oh, we get to battle all three of them then. Okay, that's kind of easy. Let's do Victory Bell. That's kind of easy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just cut out all of this. I will see you all after we beat all of them. See you in a bit. There he goes. Down he goes. That way we can just show that I beat it, and we have all three beaten. Superbly done. Was able to, as was to be expected from our first ever Z-A Royale champions. You are truly impressive to have so soundly defeated 3 Mega Evolved Pokemon on your own, even if they were simulations. Yes, it was pretty impressive. Yes, what is it? Understood? So the flying object was we believe to be Yveltal. Finally reached the borders of Limio City. Please notify nearby residents. Civilians should be put on alert. Have you ever heard all you needed to? Yveltal has arrived. It appears to be headed for the roof of Rogue District's Galerie de la Lune. Though it is said to absorb life force, it represents death itself. Meaning that simply defeating a battle won't be enough. It'll just recover and fly into a rage. You absolutely have to catch it to control it. Meaning, we have to find and catch Yveltal. I call it Yveltal, but a lot of people call it pretty much Yveltal. Get a heal in real quick, and then we're off to the races. We're gonna have to find a way up there, I think, because I don't remember. Because we're gonna have to get up here. Thought there was a hollow. Aha, there it is. We gotta do some scaffolding running. Which this takes far too long. I'm gonna cut this out. See you in a minute when I get to the roof. I'm not doing this on the screen. Alright, there we go. Crisis averted, we have made it to the tippy top of this. Here we go. We're gonna... Actually, I think we know how this works. There he is. Oh my gosh, Pidgeotto. Now is not the time. Oh my gosh, come on, game. Hold on. Right, now we hit the save button. And begin our dreadful fight. We've detected Yveltal's life force. I suppose you must have found it. If it was an extremely dangerous Pokemon, I trust you will take care. And you know you gotta catch it, right? It's a big job, but you better be up to it. Yavar! Yveltal appeared. Let's be quiet again! Hashtag I lied, it's just the same song. I didn't mean to do that. I really, really didn't mean to do that. Actually, it might be smarter if I bring out something else. Okay. Oblivion Wing! Oh, Lord! Delta, why? I'm surprised that worked. Okay. God, I'm terrified! Goodness! Hold on, we gotta think about what ball I wanted in. Actually, the Dusk Ball is the best ball for it. Fitting for a creature of the night. Caught it! We're done! Let's go! You never stop surprising me. To think that you would be able to even conquer Yveltal. I'm kind of surprised myself, honestly. Perhaps it's true that wanting something too much clouds the vision, sending one down paths that lead only to defeat. What are you going about now, Grease? Nah, nothing. Nothing at all. I was just thinking about how wonderful it would be to have a serious battle against our friend here, who has subdued the nearest mightiest Pokemon. Seriously, if there's a point here, would you mind getting to it? The point is only that my old fixation upon restoring honor held me captive to the past. And now I am wholly focused on becoming the greatest I can be. A better goal, I rather think. Yes, I guess. Nothing wrong with that, huh? I've heard that look on your face when you're focused in battle. You almost look good. I think I also maintain a nice expression when I am dealing with our customers. Speaking of which, are we all ready for a nice coffee break? Alright, one piping hot cup full of props to you. I swear it's not just dregs we couldn't sell today. One that takes! So, with all of that in mind, something that needs to be mentioned. I believe there is something that is awaiting us, considering Lysander told us to catch both. If we were to return to the hotel, I believe there might be something waiting for us there. We are not doing that yet. In fact, the episode where we will do the 15th reward battle, after all the 13, after the next 13, will be our final the next 2 episodes of that will be our last post-game episodes. Because the day after the final post-game episode will begin the DLC of Pokémon Legends Z-A. Which is very intriguing, and we will be tackling all of that in full. However, just to make sure we take a look, we do indeed have both Xerneas and Yveltal, or Yveltal, however you want to call it, in our group now. meaning we have 2 of the legendary Pokemon of Kalos. Next time on Legends Z-A, I will see you all when we battle whatever that 15th battle is. See y'all then. Bye-bye.